Hi, morning YouTubers. My continuing discussion on Sade. I was a founder member of the band in 1982 with fellow Hull friends, Stuart Matthewman and Paul Denman. Hence, that's my claim to fame, I guess. Now, I just want to talk about the creation of the song Smooth Operator. It was originally a song created or written by Ray St. John for a band called Pride. Now, myself, Stuart, Paul and a singer called Helena Do performed in Pride. Basically, what happened was we formed a smaller group in Pride and we called it Sade after the name of the singer. We used a Ray St. John song called Diamond Life in the smaller band, and that eventually became Smooth Operator. Essentially, the song was written before we formed the band, and we used to perform it in Pride on a regular basis. When we formed the smaller set with the singer Helena Do, we started to modify it and create the same sound that Sade has today for that song. So basically, Smooth Operator was a collaboration between myself, Stuart Matthewman, Paul Denman and Miss Ado. However, in regards to the writing of the song, Miss Ado had very little hand in the creation of that song. The main emphasis, if you listen to the bass line, bum, ba-na-da, bum, bum, ba-na-da. Now, that was created by Paul Denman. The original drum line, dum, 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 of course, followed that bass line explicitly because I'd worked with Paul Denman for many years in the past, and we were a very tight rhythm section. So myself and Paul Denman created the drums and the bass parts for the song Smooth Operator. We later recorded it at Power Plant Studios with Robin Miller, and CBS released that song on the album Diamond Life by the band Sade in '84. Now, this is the interesting part. Miss Ado, because she got signed to the deal, could basically allocate the royalties how she saw fit. So she allocated herself 50% of the music, and I believe 50% of the lyric. Now, the lyric was already written by Ray St. John. He had some music and an idea of how it should go, but essentially myself, Paul Denman and Stuart Matthewman on guitar wrote the music. So we've got a song that has earned millions of pounds, that was created by the members of the band, yet the singer gets the lion's share of the royalty, i.e. 50% of the royalty. And this was something that I objected to at the time, and hence my kind of removal from the band by the despot Miss Ado. So essentially we have the story of the creation of Smooth Operator. So that's the song of Smooth Operator and how it was created. And we have a dispute in regards to the wealth distribution, i.e. the lions or the royalty writers' share went to Miss Ado and Ray St. John. Essentially, I think Ray St. John should have had a credit because he was the original songwriter. But essentially, we created the first copyright in the song by recording it in the rehearsal studios. So essentially, a first split would have been myself, Stuart, Paul Denman getting a music credit, and possibly Miss Ado getting a lyric credit, but not a music credit. You've got to remember that the singer Miss Ado at the time, she sang with the band for 2 years, but she had no musical knowledge whatsoever. She couldn't play an instrument. She wasn't a musician. She was a singer in a band, a former fashion designer who sang for 2 years she sang back in Pride, and then after 2 years claimed that she wrote Smooth Operator with Stuart Matthewman. Initially it was very interesting. Stuart Matthewman tried to get a credit, and I think he briefly was on the credits, but evidently somebody objected, maybe Ray St. John objected, and he didn't fight it. So essentially Stuart didn't get a music credit as well. So that's the music business for you. The singer allocated the royalties because she could, because she had the recording contract. as such, I guess everybody else got ripped off. That's one of those great rock and roll swindles that we all hear about. Alright, nice to speak to you. Cheers. Bye.
With another girl, playing with another heart, placing high stakes, making heart stakes.